Welcome to State of Decay 2 in 2024. Usually I play Lethal Zone, but today we'll be completing my wife Amy's first ever community. And she's on Dread. She's also moving like she's just discovered the B button. She has 3 play carts left on Drucker County, and then we'll be completing her Warlord legacy. And we head off to make a start on that, but Amy's complaining.
Have you seen the state of the car? Oh!
She refuses to drive, then gets in the one seat that has no door in.
Oh, I'm so gonna get ripped out this car.
If only she knew that was the least of her concerns. I just hope she's got her seatbelt fastened. We then make our way towards a play cart, and this being Drucker County, going as the crow flies isn't really the best strat. But hey, we get to the other side of the valley without the car bursting into flames, so there's that at least. But then we have to take a break in proceedings as Amy has to take our new puppy Mia outside to do a thing. Everyone say how cute she is in the comment section. And this being on multiplayer, I'm obviously not able to pause it, so I've got to keep her alive until she comes back. Which should be pretty simple, as at the end of the day we're in a car. Just keep moving and we'll be sound like. That is, unless a zombie grabs her while she's defenseless and rips her out of the car. Oh shit, she's got pulled out. You've also got a feral charging at her. How exactly do you save the woman you love? Vehicular manslaughter. Effective, but frowned upon in a civilized society. But right now we got bigger problems than that. A juggernaut has joined the party. And I've got to keep his attention on me, otherwise Amy's going to be used as a fat fucker's chew toy. Leave my wife alone, you big brute. But my weapon being unsuppressed has attracted a bit of attention. Oh shit. Oh shit. So now I've got to keep a jug and a horde of plague's heads away from my wife. No, 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 no. Oh my god. That's when Amy makes her return, which doesn't exactly paint me in the best light.
You're supposed to... What happened?
Oh, you are pulled out. I'm sorry. Oh my god, what is going on with my controller? What's that saying about a bad workman blaming their tools? What a prick. Thankfully, I'm able to take down the juggernaut, then sort out the crowds that are bothering Amy. She then tells me she's contracted blood plague, but that's alright because she's got a cure to sort it out. And that's why we always carry plenty of cures. Just in case a dodgy man you're carpooling with allows you to be ripped out and pounded by a big fat bloke. We park up next to the play cart, but a wandering horde threatens our safety. But that's surely nothing a molly can't sort out. So I run in circles for 5, tossing bottles of volatile flammable substances over my shoulder. Then working together, we clean up the stragglers. How you looking?
I'm dying again.
She tells me she's got plague for the second time, so I give her my last cure. Okay, well I'm pretty sure we can all agree that could have gone better. Oh, you don't say. Your missus got infected twice, never a good thing to say, and you've used up the majority of your ammo supplies. Seeing as this is Amy's save, I'll make her do the heavy lifting and send her in to take on the play cart. She completes the first phase with an auto shotgun I gave her, then I toss a molly to get a top quality assist. Then chaos ensues as another feral thinks he can have a go. Thankfully, Gunslinger goes bang bang. That is until the crowds get a bit out of control, and then it's time to light shit up. And that causes Amy to burst into song. I then get tackled by another feral, but as Amy kills the heart, it gets sentenced to the Shadow Realm. The feral disappeared. Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He's just developed the ability to teleport. Well, teleport away from this, you prick. Also, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be great. If we can get 1,000 likes, I'll force Amy to make a Lethal Zone community. But Amy's got more bad news.
You got any more cures?
And no, I don't. I've given them all to her.
I don't see why you're surprised. Like, these things are coming at me, I'm bound to get, like...
Well, the point is you got to dodge up. That's the idea. But it's fair to say something seems off. What's the timer on?
Oh, I got loads of time.
Yeah, but what's it on?
Like a smidge.
What do you mean a smidge?
If you had to put your fingertip on it, it'd be like a fingertip with...
Wait, hang on. So you haven't got a timer then?
I don't know, but like an actual countdown?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, you haven't got plague then, you tit! What the hell? So she's used 2 vital life-saving cures to remove partial infection. Twice. I should probably take full responsibility for this fuck-up as her teacher, but my toxic masculinity prevents that. We then decide to head back to base to restock our supplies, and I make the mistake of letting Amy drive. Oh my god, the lag is real. I wish I could say this incident was a one-off, but this is Drucker County. Anyway, by some miracle, we make it back home with the car fully intact. Obviously ignoring the door that caused Amy to get ripped out, of course. After a quick stock up of supplies, we're back on the road because Amy's promised to give some ammo supplies to a nearby enclave. She gives them the sack, and the derelict souls go from neutral to friendly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, now they're friendly.
Kill it. Bye.
Bye. And with our singular good deed of the year completed, it's back to sorting out the blood plague. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but Amy's back in the driver's seat, which is fine. Obviously, at the end of the day, we got you in one piece. Amy runs in and pretty quickly completes the first phase with her sidearm. Come on, get out of the room. Get out of the room. Get out of the room. There you go. Good.
Run.
I then toss a molly and throw myself out of the window.
There's so many of them.
Oh my god, you still in there? That's alright, I can fix things by burning the entire place down.
Well, reload, you twat.
Then after a lot of fighting in order to clear the hordes, Amy runs in and completes the second phase. And that obviously causes us to get into another fight with another horde.
Oh my god.
But I'm once again complaining about my bloody controller. Oh my god, why is it so fucking delayed? Stop doing this, you fucking... Now look, I don't make excuses, but I do occasionally have reasons for the lack of quality performance. Number 1, lag, the gamer's greatest foe. 2, performance anxiety. I'm not used to having to be my best with so many people watching. 3, the controller. Must be the batteries are running low or something, because usually I'm like the Lionel Messi of State of Decay 2. Anyway, Amy finishes off the heart while I deal with another pesky feral that has apparently evolved to be immune to my gunslinger abilities. Why is snap aim not working on ferals? It works on everything else. And from rewatching this footage a few times, I can see there's actually Amy who saves me for once. We then turn a nearby supermarket into a food outpost to allow us to restock supplies without travelling to the other side of the map. And while we're doing that, Amy develops a new ability. On my screen, right, you'll just sort of slowly slide it away.
Running away from you.
You're not even running. You're like, well, if you're running, you're moonwalking.
What can I say? I got style.
I also spot a car around the back, so I get that up and running, so now we have 2 vehicles to travel with. So you know what that means. We get a race, baby.
You got a better car than me.
Do you want to swap cars? She rejects that offer and immediately takes an early lead. But I just need to bide my time and be patient.
I'm in a castle. I want a castle.
You can claim it as a base if you want. And thanks to her being distracted by a pretty pink castle, I win our race to the final playkart. And with this potentially being the final playkart she'll ever face, I decide to show her the way of the cheese. Also, that sounds exactly like a rejected Star Wars title. By parking the cars like we have, nothing should be able to attack us when we finish the final playkart. So once we've climbed over the cars, I send Amy in to batter it hand to hand. Which ultimately means this playkart is barely an inconvenience. Now with the blood plague completely eradicated, Amy decides she wants to move to the castle base because she's a pretty princess or something. I'll be honest, I wasn't really listening. The only problem with that being she hasn't got enough recruits to claim it. And she'll have even less if she keeps driving the way she is. So we start our recruitment drive by taking on a mission titled Explosive Heart, which doesn't make a lot of sense as all the playcarts have already been eliminated. Anyway, we get to Mary's location and Amy has a chat to her. She gives us some explosives to take out playcarts with, then realises the job is done, so asks to join the team. And Amy's like, fuck we're gonna be moving into a castle. Whee!
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, you're not setting a good example for Mary right now. We get her home surprisingly without destroying the car, but she still needs one more recruit before she can claim her next base. So under the cover of nightfall, we head out to make some new friends, which goes especially badly for me. Oh my god. And then the motherfucker backs over me. Oh my god, and again. I take over the driver's seat, and then we head over to the medical enclave called the Bonesaws. Basically, they were attacked by a bunch of knobheads and are asking if we'd stick around to see if they come back. And we're like, yeah, sound bad. And surprisingly, with 2 big buff bastards like us at the door, they do come back, but this time to negotiate. They want some serious prescription pills to get lit to, but if we give in to their demands, then how the hell am I supposed to spend my Friday evening?
Yeah, you forgot to say please, asshole.
I start by spraying my load into the leader's face, then Amy runs into the path of my molly throw. It's a tough sight with both sides taking a heavy hit, but with the power of family and friendship, and a little helping of a 50-round automatic assault rifle, we can eliminate the drug-craving knobheads. But being the warlords we are, we want something in return. For saving their lives, Amy takes one of them so we have enough members to move to the castle base. So welcome to the warlordship, Gregory. Let's be honest, every group of warlords needs an half-decent doctor. How else are we going to treat 3rd-degree burns when I accidentally burn us all? We then make our way over to claim the castle base.
I'm the king of the castle, you're the dirty rascal.
She claims the base and all of her team move in. Amy then starts building a fighting gym, and instead of giving in to the demands of other enclaves demanding supplies, she's like, nah mate, it's time to remove them from the face of this earth. So we both rock up to the home of the derelict souls, and while I ready an artillery strike, Amy tells them to go fuck themselves. And just in case we ever made that fuck off clear enough, I toss a zombie into the mix too. Oh yes, fantastic. Oh man, that guy took it like a champ, by the way. They don't take that attempted murder very well, and instead of bending the knee like a good bunch of little bitches, they raise up arms to try and overthrow our reign. But guess what? Trying to overthrow a tyrannical dictator tends not to be very good for your longevity. So with one less demanding prick on the map, we can make our way back to our castle after a long night of hard graft. But by the time we get back, we appear to have had a visitor. A dirty, stinking informant. Don't worry, I got a gun on him. He's sort of facing the urinal, but he hasn't got his cock in his hand, so it's fine. Amy comes to speak to him, and he's like, please let me stay, I've got some crucial information that'll save your lives. Amy's like, if you don't tell me that information, I'm gonna shove a shotgun up your ass. He tells us his whole crew are planning on ambushing us, but we're like, I don't think so, but we're the predators of Drucker County. But when I say predator, I mean like a majestic jaguar, not John from the bushes in your local park. Oh, you fucking kidding me? That's my bad. bad boys, but in fairness, we were nowhere near that sack of shit. Amy decides to set the armoured zombies on fire. I guess she's been learning closely, but that does add an extra bit of danger while we're dealing with the little bastards. But with them dealt with, we can continue our journey to the mutineers. We get to their home site and move in for the kill. I typically waste 2 grenades with terrible aim. Oh god, I'm terrible with those frags. But ultimately, you don't need good grenade skills to be a fantastic warlord. I bet you weren't expecting a motivational quote during a mission about murdering innocent rebels. What can I say? I'm the channel that gives you more. We extinguish life with extreme efficiency. Just another reason we are better than Dettol Disinfectant. After that, Amy softens her lust for blood and allows the informant to stay with us. But now we have to travel around the map and make sure every other enclave are willing to fall in line and take orders like the good little bitches they are. And that ends exactly how you'd expect it would. You slap me that booty with a slickle. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you any of the other interrogations, as my footage corrupted. What can I say at the moment? OBS is about as reliable as my father.
Should have reloaded beforehand, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you're about to start full-on war, you do make sure that there's bullets in your weapon. But in order to prove that we're not complete psychos, we do agree to help a stranger find his missing friend.
Hey, we just got you. Give it patience.
I know, innit?
Right.
God. Some people are just so impatient, aren't they? Then after clearing all the undead and reuniting 2 mates, they ask if they can join Amy's group of warlords. She's like, I sound, but first you gotta pass a little test. They agree and the 4 of us travel through the night over some pretty dodgy terrain until we get to the site of the initiation. And that site just so happens to be the Lone Raider Curveball. 4 stacked warlords against 1 lonely boy. It was only ever gonna end one way. Oh yeah, that's the way. Oh look, Johnny really got his hands dirty. What a guy. With them having passed their initiation, we drop them back at the castle. Then me and Amy head out to finish the coalition once and for all. And I was smart enough to bring more bloody zombie, which certainly makes for an interesting spectacle, especially as Amy decided to wait in the car.
Hey, why did you get out the car?
Because I had to go and drop the zombie, you tit. How else was I gonna fucking... But I then realised they're actually dealing with the zombies incredibly well. Which means someone's gonna have to get their hands dirty, and seeing as I'm the one with the bloater grenades, it's time for some chemical warfare. Bloater grenade, bitch. God damn, it's been so long since I used these, I forgot exactly how useful they were against humans. Amy seems to be struggling with a guy armed with a shank.
Ah, I'm dying!
So I decide to help her out by burning everything around her. Man, I'm such a great husband.
I got it. I'm fine.
We then have to interrogate the final member to find out where the rest of them are. And Amy has a really interesting interrogation tactic, facing the opposite direction for some reason.
Fine, you can go. But
No, hang on a second, we need to discuss this. Do you really want to let her go, or do you want to put a bullet in the face?
Well, I was just reading the options. I was actually going to click execute it.
Oh, my apologies, carry on.
Rot in hell! Nah, bitch.
Next step, Coalition Headquarters, which just so happens to be on the other side of the pissing map, may I add. The one thing I've learned about this whole warlord thing is crimes against the living isn't very ecological. So we arrive at the headquarters of the Coalition, and I wish I could say things were a bit more exciting. They've chosen their base at the bottom of a water tower, which is totally tactically inept, and we completely wiped them out with no issues whatsoever. Honestly, it was like men versus boys out there. Let this be a lesson to anyone out there who's about to attempt a coup and overthrow an evil dictator. Don't. We take down the final member of the Coalition together, the Bonnie and Clyde of the apocalypse. Unfortunately, even though I did most of the heavy lifting in this playthrough, I don't get to sit around and watch the final cutscene. So instead, please enjoy Amy's description of that grand moment.
First things first, there's a skull, a dead person's skull head.
Okay.
And I'm walking on a very littered path. Then I got all my peoples, all my peeps.
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Sound.
They're all looking at me like I'm a hero.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we're all matching outfits. Hey, Johnny, you're not in a matching outfit. Disappointed in you. Now I'm saying a speech that's gonna get people like riled up and just bring us all together like a family.
Gotcha.
Oh look, it's a cowboy hat. Now we want to take over the world. Wow. That's what you gotta do, you know. And now we're doing it's like a scenic shot across the hillside, under the blue skies. Boom, done. I like how that's how I end the thing. Boom, done.